So what's up, YouTube? It's Cralisa Victoria. I'm going to start. If you guys are new to my channel, then I want to say thank you for tuning in. If you've already been subscribed, then I want to say thank you as well. As you guys can see, I'm going to, I already mentioned at the beginning of my video that I'm going to show you guys how my new personal blender goes. It's actually like a mini. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is the cup. This is the blender. So I'm gonna cut this. This apple is like a really tough apple. I feel like I've just been cutting for days. So basically, I'm gonna rinse that off. I mean, I know it's my appliances, but I still want to keep my stuff as sanitary as possible. So I'm not gonna cut these apples in any specific way. I know that the directions told me when I'm like cutting apples, or not even just apples, when I am cutting the things to go inside of my smoothie, then I need to make sure that I cut them small, like cut stuff small. So I'm gonna cut my apples very small, just because the last thing we want is to break the blender because the pieces are too big. Now my goal is to cut this entire apple. At first I thought I was going to use 2 apples until I remembered the size of my blender. It can only hold so much. Well, looking at this, it looks like I'm probably going to only use half of my apple, just because I don't want to break the blender already. I'm going to grab some peanut butter. I know I sound like I'm a little bit far away. It's because I am. I don't know if I want to add almond milk or if I want to add water to this concoction, because I haven't done this specific concoction, but it's almost that thing of like, I feel like almond milk would give it a better taste, which now this is making it quite difficult. Well, not really. I guess I'm supposed to do that upside down, because I was going to say, how do I add a beverage? But anyway, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to mix everything. So I'm just gonna put some milk. I put about that much milk. I'm gonna add in my fruit. Mind you, everything is super fresh. Now my tomatoes, oh gosh, my strawberries are probably like the oldest thing left. So I need to like really tackle this. I should have started with, honestly, I should have started by putting my spinach in here first, just because I think this is going to lead to, you know, spinach shrinks. However, I think that if I would have put my spinach on the bottom, this might have been a more successful thing. And I'm gonna stuff, because it does tell me to try my hardest to not go over 4 milliliters, which 4 milliliters happens to be the entire cup. So I need to push this down. And again, I did wash my hands, but I need to push this down, because you guys can see right here is the measurement of 4 like liters. So I'm already going to be pushing it by going over the capacity, but this spinach expires today, so I need to do my best to use it up. I even have salads that I still have to eat, just because they're about to expire. So what I'm actually going to do, since I'm doing this right now, is I'm just going to cut up my remaining apple before I start to blend all of that. I'm just going to cut up the apple and mix it in with my strawberries, so when I make my next protein shake later, I could go ahead and just use the same concoction, but now my fruit will be cut up, because I do need to finish off that spinach. Like I said, I'm sick of grocery shopping for health. You know, you buy healthy, but honestly, healthy stuff goes so quickly. So like if you're anything like me who is plant-based or vegan or pescatarian, any of that, we're all family, then you know what it's like to spend on expensive groceries. Like, it's healthier, but it doesn't last as long as, you know. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to take my lid back. I'm going to put it back on, and I'm going to set this in the refrigerator, because I'm going to put this exactly in here like this later. And then I only have this much spinach left, so I'm going to transfer this spinach. Ugh, I have literally used up like all of my I'm gonna have to put a clip on this or something. I've used up like all of my containers because all of my stuff was pre-prepped for the week. So I'm gonna have to wash one and put that remaining in there. So then now, sorry guys, I'm gonna close up my almond milk. I haven't used this at all. I charged it. I probably need to get the instructions. I hope this blends correctly, just simply because I know I charged this thing and the blue light came on like it said it would do, but now it's time to blend, and I'm not certain that it's going to blend because I don't know if it's charged up or not. So now it's not blending. So I'm going to take a quick break, find out why it's not blending, and we'll go from there. Just when I was about to make a claim, call in to return it, my blender started working. I put the spinach at the top thinking that would help, but now I'm starting to realize that maybe I should have put the spinach on the bottom like I did at the initial time. But I need that spinach to blend in order for me to drink this. It looks like it's trying. Now guys, I've done it 2 cycles just because. I'm going to do it a 3rd cycle just because I can't afford, I personally can't afford to sit here and drink this knowing that it might not be all the way blended up. Okay, so I think I'm figuring this thing out. I have to put it back on the charger. It seems like when it says 4 or 5 cycle blend, it means that. Like if you try to do this thing. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna talk a little bit about this blender. Right now I'm going to take it off of the blending setup. I'm going to rinse off the blade, and I am going to cap this off with the top that it came with, which is somewhere around here. I will spot it and I will put the cap on Then what I'm gonna do, put this in the fridge, let it get a chill, and then I'll taste the smoothie, see how it tastes, and then we're gonna talk about this blender because I have spent almost 30 minutes on this, about ready to return it because I followed the instructions. I mean, it's self-explanatory, but I also had followed the instructions and I still didn't see any real results for the blending to happen. So just in case anyone happens to end up with this same blender and you're about to take it back, get rid of it, then I definitely want to chime in real quick. Maybe I can help. And now you guys can see how doing it that way cleaned off the blade. Because this is power charged, you don't want to put this device in water. So the way to clean the blade is to fill up your initial container again with water, and you want to blend out just with warm water to clean. So you guys can see that I still have a little bit of green dripping. I'm gonna take like a paper towel and I'm gonna go inside the realm and I'm gonna clean that up, or I'll take a sponge or something, but I'm definitely not going to put this in the washer. Then I'm gonna leave it out to dry. So what's up, YouTube? Ooh, my hat is so crooked. Today is wash day, as well as I'm about to soak and take a nice hot bath. My shirt has finally dried. If you guys caught my other videos, then you would know exactly that we were having a little mini thunderstorm earlier, so I was caught in the rain. It was all over me. But anyway, this portion of my video is going to be really short, just simply because I'm going to be talking about the aftermath of my, I think you pronounce it GREENIS blender. I don't know if it's supposed to be GREENIS or GREENIS. But anyway, this is what the packaging looks like. And this is what the blender looks like, which I have to be really careful. It is a electronic blender that comes with a USB cord, which is down there. There's trash in here, so I don't want to open it, and the blade is exposed, but I'm trying to tell you guys about this, so I'm not going to open it. This has cucumbers and it also has watermelon in it because this was what I was about to blend up before. Anyway, I'm not sponsored in this video, but if this company reached out for me to sponsor this blender or to advertise this blender, I would not, because I'm not believing in this. Okay, you can still smell how burnt the blade smelled. Last night, oh God, it could have been a freak accident, but it wasn't. So I'm so thankful. Yesterday, I charged my blender, and you know, they say when the blue light comes on, then uncharge it. So I did. I used this blender once before, and it was very difficult to get operating. It was almost like I had to keep trying to make it come on. So I'm thinking maybe I just don't know what I'm doing, and then I finally figure, oh, when you charge it, it blends about 4 times or whatever. So yesterday I uncharged it, right? You know, this right here, you remove it because it covers the blade of this, and then you remove this top that you drink out of, and you put this on and you blend it. So in a nutshell, I did that. I clicked the button because you're supposed to hold that down real quick. I clicked the button to hold down to start to blend my concoction. Girl, sis, the smoke started coming through, and I will open it so you guys can see the port I'm talking about. If I can even get it open. Look. The charging port, smoking. Just smoking. So obviously, what you think I do immediately, I'm trying to get away from, because I don't know if it's going to explode. So while it's doing that, I'm trying to unscrew this real quick because I didn't want it to, like, you know, burn up, because there's also stuff in here that the blade was still going trying to get. So I unscrewed this and I backed away. I could still smell how smoky it was, but the crazy thing is the blade wouldn't turn off. It was going like 10 times faster than what it seemed like it goes when I use this. So I cleared off the counter and I just set this by itself, just in case, preparing for if it would explode. It was hot. The machine was hot, mind you. When I uncharged it, it was not hot. You know what I mean? It was not hot at all, actually. It was just that blue came on and, you know, you could, okay, it's time to undo it. It's when it started trying to blend, all that smoke came out, and then the thing started to overheat, and I left this by itself on the thing. Of course, the cap was off, so the blade is just spinning. And when it first started going off and blending that way, like without the concoction, and the blade just kept going, it almost cut my finger. I had to throw it. Like, it didn't cut me, but I had to throw it just anywhere, and I threw it in the sink, and it landed, you know, like sideways, and it, you know, obviously wasn't out of control. So I picked it up from the side, then I set it down on the counter, and I let it just go. Then I, you know, I'm thinking, okay, I ordered this off of Amazon, let me call Amazon. So I called Amazon. Process was relatively quick. Within 5 minutes, the lady that I spoke to, it all just worked out, because the lady that I spoke to, she got everything done. I told her I wanted a refund, blah, blah, blah. You know, this was a safety hazard. She apologized. She sent me my refund. If anybody else would have got on that phone and would have tried to argue with me about a refund, I would have lost it. I spent over about 30 something dollars on this electric blender, just for it to do what it did. And she's like, well, we're marking it that it's not safe to return. And then the email says you can either dispose of it, keep it, do whatever you please. Like, sis, I'm not trying to get over on y'all. I'm not going to ask for a refund, to only keep it. I am throwing this thing away. I think, you know, I was spared the first time. This could have cut my finger. This could have blown up on me. This could have done so many things. Do you think I'm going to be boo-boo the fool to try to keep this and do something else with it? So anyway, I showed you guys, I believe you guys seen the beginning of this video, hopefully. So you seen when I was able to blend it. That was not last night. That was the first time that I was able to use the blender. This was about the second time, maybe third time that I've used this. And yeah, within 30 days. And so needless to say, this is the box it came in. If you guys see this blender, GREENIS. Again, I'm not sponsored by them, but if you guys see this blender on the internet, who cares that it's pretty pink, it's electric, and you think it's gonna do the job and it's hashtag girl boss style? No, don't buy this. Do not buy this. Do not buy this. I don't care what you think. Maybe that's not gonna happen to you. Maybe it won't. But if I can protect the next person by telling them about this blender, I sure will. Because like I said, that could have been, I could have lost a finger. I could have experienced a blow up. It could have blew up on me. I could have maybe lost an eye, a limb, or something if this device would have blown up on me, or blown up in my house and maybe blew something up, a wall, a socket, or anything. Because at the time, it was not charging in the kitchen. It was being USB charged before I unplugged it. It's after I unplugged it and began to try to use it, did I see all that smoke coming out of the charging port. So this safety hazard, do not keep it. I don't care if those people give you a refund. This is not the situation to try to get over on them and get your refund, and also keep the device. This is not the situation. You need to dispose of it. So I didn't open it, as you guys just seen. I didn't open it for you guys because I don't know what could happen. But I am going to close this box. And I didn't make it to the trash today. I told you guys we had like a thunderstorm. It's starting to clear up now. But tomorrow, when I take out tomorrow's trash, this will be going into that trash. Not keeping it at all. Be careful with this thing. I'm going to show you guys what the box looked like for me again. So if you see this, run. Return it. Run. So I hope you guys like this video. If you guys are fitness people, awesome. If you guys are not, awesome. And like I said, she said I could do what I want. I can keep it. I can get rid of it. The only thing I'm actually going to keep from this situation is the bottle. I don't think it's the point to throw this away when this is still in good shape. And then I'm probably going to keep the USB charging cord. I'm going to try to charge an old device to see if it like does anything negatively to it. If it does, I'm not going to keep that. If it doesn't, I'm going to keep the charging. So in a nutshell, yes, I am going to keep this. I'm going to make other drinks out of this. I'm going to blend. I am, but I'm not keeping the device that about blew my house up. No. So I guess it's a 2-in-1 for me. I got my refund. Cool. And I'm going to keep my cup since the young lady said I'm able to keep it, dispose of it, give it away, do whatever I want. So I'll keep the things that did not cause me harm. I'm just mad because now I can't blend this concoction. I have another blender that I accidentally threw away the blade, and that's why I ended up buying another blender. And now it's like I'm going to have to open this, which I'm going to try this now and see if my fruit are still good. Because I didn't get to blend it, but I'm not wasting my strawberry, I'm not wasting my, still tastes good. No, I think I'm gonna end up throwing this away. It tastes good, but if I taste another one, and it, I think I'm gonna end up throwing it away because now that I taste through that one piece of watermelon, it tastes burnt, like that blade when it was spinning into that fruit. That's what it tastes like. Not gonna eat it, just safety hazards. So I'm gonna pour all that out, trash it, and I'm gonna clean out my bottle and go about my life. But I thank God all day that he spared my life from this, because this could have been a freak accident, and I'm so grateful that it did not turn into that. So if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, comment, like. Also, go make sure you watch my other videos that I've posted. I've posted about 3 or 4 today, and I have other videos on my channel that I'm sure you guys would love. Follow me on social media, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Today is wash day, and today is relaxation / cleanup day, so I'm gonna go get to it because, as you guys can see, sis hair gotta get done. All right, guys, next time. See you next time.